Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce welcome to the Get Started with Swift in Programming Language video 6. And today I'm going to introduce the collection type, especially with array. So there are three primary collection type in the Swift programming language, which is array, has the ordered collection of values, and the sets and the dictionaries. And if you first, I would like to talk about if you define array by using let, it's just a constant. You can change it. Cannot change it anymore, but if you define it as a variable, you can change it at any time. So first, I would like to talk about creating an empty array. So for example, with var sum is an array with int type, and you can define the sum is equal to an empty array and print it out. Okay, as you can see from the output window, it's an empty array. And secondly, you can also define a specific array with by repeating, which is a string, but it means that to define specific type, and use a count to define the number of times the value is repeated. So I will show you with this. So like var still use sum and equal to array. Pay attention to this format is repeating 2.5 and the count, as I previously mentioned, is 4. So we'll print out the sum. Okay. So as you can see, it's kind of like, so first to define the specific type, which is 2.5 is a double. Because Swift programming language automatically infers the decimal points as double, and the count is 4, which means 2.5 is iterate by 4 times. So next, I would like to talk about add two arrays together by create a new array. So we can just simply var another equal to array and with repeating of 0.0 and repeat times is 4. Okay, and we can add them together. Plus. Okay, and we print out the total. Okay. So in this case, as you can see, it's become a new array which has 2.5 repeated 4 times and plus 0.0 repeated 4 times. So this is by creating an array by adding new two arrays together. So finally, is the most important part is by creating an array with array literal and also accessing and modifying an array. So in this case, I will show you many examples to how to access the array and how to create an array. So we can use like var shopping list, which is equal to egg and vegetable. Okay, so when you write in this format, the Swift programming language is automatically infer the shopping list is an array with the strings of egg and vegetables, and you do not need to, as a previous example, use int because it automatically infer that the array value is a string. And then we can check if the shopping list is empty or not. So if a shopping list, there is a function which is dot is empty, then we print empty. Okay, else we do another action. So because it's not print empty, so because the shopping list has a value, so it will not print empty in this case. And next, we can add some values in the array by example, by using shopping list dot append. This is one way to get to add like element into a ring. For example, you add flowers. Okay, I will print the shopping list so you can see what it will changed by my continue adding the code into the array. Okay. So in this case, the flowers is added to the end of this array. So right now it's eggs, vegetables, and flowers. And you can also add more elements, like 2 elements, by using add operation. Plus equal to, for example, like beef and pork. So as you can see, in this case, the beef and the pork is added after the flour. So right now it has 5 elements in the array, but you have to see, but you have to pay attention because the egg actually is have index of 0. Vegetable is 1, flour is 2, beef is 3, pork is 4. So you have to count from 0 instead of 1. Okay. And the next case, I will show you how to change the existing array's value to another. So, for example, we can first access the array value from the index of 2 to 4 by using the this index value, and which is equal to change to a new thing. So, like banana. Apple, the kiwi. See this. So as you can see from previously, the flour, beef, pork just changed to banana, apple, and kiwi. Okay, and so if you want to insert a specific element into a specific location of the array, how do we do this? You can just use another function which is called insert. So we're still using the dot insert. Okay, so as you can see, the Xcode automatically mention, like to remind you what kinds of string and at what position. So if we have sauce, right, and add, like for example 3. So in this case, from the 0 index egg, and the first one is vegetable, and the second is bananas. At the third location, we add sauce in the array, and next is apple and kiwi. Okay, it just keep everything in the array, but right now you can see the array has 6 elements. It's not replacing any element right now, and you can also remove the elements from the array. Okay, for example, you dot remove. Okay, at you can directly set at what location, like 4. We want to remove the source from the array. So you see, it's becomes the original one, right? And you can also access a single element from the by using just directly by using the pointer. So for example, like var the first item is equal to the shopping list with 0 pointer, and you can print out the first item. So as you can see, right now the first item is equal to egg, which is first element of this array. And there's another one which shows that you can just simply remove the last element of the array. It's called remove last. So you can say remove last. Okay, and in this case, the final one key will be removed, and right now it's only have 4 elements. Okay, so how about if you want to get the integer index of each item as well as its value? So how do we do this? You can use a for loop as and the index, which is a pointer of each element in the array, and the value, which is each value of the element, like in the shopping list. Okay, and by use enumerator, which is a enumerator function. Okay, you have to pay attention to this. And the print, as we said, use a string interpretation. Okay, the index and the value. Okay. Okay, so in this case, it's just print out every index of from the shopping list, and as well as its value associated with each index. So which is 0 associated with egg, 1 associated with vegetable, 2 associated with bananas, and 3 associated apple. So it's just simply printed out all the elements from the array. Okay, so that's the video of today, and if you have further comments or questions, just let me know, and to help me better learn the Swift programming language with you. Thank you very much for watching the video.